Ready? Ready? Set. Ready? Hut. Let's go now. Ready, ready? Come on, set. Ready? On the set. Hut, hut. Set up. Set up. Ready, ready? Set, go. On the double. Go. Ready, set. Ready. Okay, ready. Let's go. Hut. Here we go, shot. Here we go. Ready, ready? Got it. Ready? Ready?
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And our focus is on the Lions' sure-handed tight end. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Commanders on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early, so a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
Mills throw complete to Dotson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mills. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this done.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense for the Commanders, it's terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Fighting through, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand. understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
13 yards there and a Washington first. They go play action. Mills.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mills.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mills again.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hey, we don't do what we do.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now third down and 7. Off play action. Here's Hooker. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first and 10, Hooker. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Hooker now, third and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. To the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That good for 19 and a first down. Looking to throw is Mills. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Play action now, Mills. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Throwing, Mills. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. These two teams all tied after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a second and long situation. To throw, Mills. And a dump off here to Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Mills now. And this is going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 34. Rosas' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's Mills. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Another shot now for this Lions offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would get having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get.
Gibbs gets popped, and he loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hooker now off play action.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it.
Fighting to stay upright. Oh, he stays up.
And he won't quite make it.
He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Mills to throw it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
On third down, Robinson.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, Hooker.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Hooker. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Patterson's kick is good.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So here is Washington now to take over.
Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mills. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hooker on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Reload! Reload!
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Mills on first down.
And that's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Mills now on second down.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Clayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Hooker.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, and fans there have gotten all they could ask for. 28-17 to score at halftime. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Chris Godwin up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Saints trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0.
But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Hendon Hooker and the Lions ready to go back on offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And
this is taken in. It's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing. Hooker. And it's caught. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gained an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Mills. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. Quick slant, Dotson.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Robinson up the middle.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
On 1st and 10, Mills checks this one down to Robinson. Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and I believe that is Davis Mills, the quarterback. Not a good sign there.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now Hooker.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mills throw into the hands of McLaurin.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Ford Field.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken right around the 44. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Here's Hooker.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Clayton. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he's brought down at the 16.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Another run for Gibbs here.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Looking to throw, Hooker.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Washington offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mills now. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Hooker now off play action.
He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing, Mills. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here's Mills.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang up.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they're going to speed things up here.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Gabriel Davis, touchdown, Detroit. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run with Gibbs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Commander defense able to hold. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Lions, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.